So the other day I published a video on my channel where I walked you guys through step by step what you need to do when it comes to using NotebookLM to help you sell a digital product. And you guys seem to have really liked that video, but off the back of it, I got a couple different questions and I also got a couple different DMs as well. So I thought, you know what, in today's video, I'm going to clarify the steps once more. I'm going to go through everything. I'm going to break it down. And I'm also going to point out some important things that you need to know, especially if you're looking to get a digital product business off the ground. And of course, this video shouldn't be taken as financial advice in any way, shape or form. I'm not saying that you're going to be able to watch it and instantly make money within 24 hours because it's not going to work like that. There's always going to be a learning curve and there's also going to be obstacles in your way. But as long as you're watching videos like this, you're going to be able to educate yourself on the best approach to take so that you can set yourself on the right path. Now, first and foremost, what you're going to need to do when it comes to using NotebookLM to help you make and sell a digital product is that you need to go over to this quiz over here. I'm going to leave a link down below. It's completely free to use. It's going to take you through a couple different questions. I showed it in my previous video, but again, I'm going to show you some important things that you need to know along the way. And in this video, by the way, I'm going to show you what I would personally do if I was looking to build up a brand new digital product business. So we're going to go through the quiz together as always. Let's start off with the first question, which is what type of digital product are you most interested in creating? So as you guys can see, there's all of these different options that you can choose from. We've got digital planner, spreadsheets, we've got educational guides, video courses, Notion templates, there's a long list, but I'm going to be picking one that I've not picked in any other video, which is ebooks and audiobook bundle. So I'm going to click on this, click on next. And by the way, I'm going to show you how you can make an audiobook and how you can also make the ebook as well. So question 2 is, what is your skill level? I'm going to say I'm pretty advanced because I've been doing it for the past 7 years. Question 3 is, why do you want to make a digital product? I'm going to say because I want to generate income. Question 4 is, what type of niche do you have knowledge in? So as we can see, there's all of these different choices. And one thing that I always need to emphasize when I'm making these type of videos is that whatever type of niche that you pick, you want to make sure that you've got knowledge within it. You don't want to pick something that you know nothing about. One big mistake that a lot of people make is that they pick a topic that maybe they think they're going to make money from, but when it comes time for them to sell that digital product, they're not going to be able to, number one, communicate with their customers. Number two, they're not going to be able to market the product really well. And number 3, if there's any issues when it comes to making the actual product, they're not going to be able to notice it because they don't even know nothing about it. So the one that I'm going to pick in today's video is going to be finance and investing. This is something that I've been heavily involved in now for the past few years. I've got over $1 million invested in various different things. So if I was to make an ebook, if I was to make an audiobook about this topic, I know that I'm going to be able to do it really well. So I'm going to select this one, but of course you select whichever one applies to you and then click on next. Question 5 is, how do you want to sell your digital product? In the previous video, I showed you how you can build your own website. So I'm going to select this so that I can answer some questions. Question 6, what color scheme do you want? Professional and clean. And question 7, which is the final one, how do you plan to promote your digital product? When it comes to promoting your digital product, you want to use a multitude of different options. So you could use paid ads, YouTube videos, Instagram, SEO blog articles. Today I'm going to go with this one just to kind of keep it simple and then click on submit. Okay, perfect. So it's going to be with this prompt that you just need to copy. You don't need to read it or anything like that. You're just going to copy everything from top to bottom. Then what you're going to do is go over to NotebookLM. You can find it at notebooklm.google. You don't need to pay anything. All you need to do is click on this button right here. And then from there, it's going to take you to this page where you're going to add a source. So the way that NotebookLM works, if you don't know, is that you're going to be able to upload a source. So it's not going to rely solely on the internet. It's going to initially refer to your source information. And then from there, it's going to give you an answer back. So that's the reason why we can use it when it comes to building a digital product business, because we can essentially turn it into a business advisor. And I'm going to show you exactly how all of this works. So what you need to do with that prompt is come over here to paste text. And then everything you got from that quiz, you're just going to paste it into this box just like that and then click on insert. And straight away, as you can see, it's now taking me over to this interface. And this is where you're going to be doing a lot of the back and forth discussions. So again, you're going to be able to use it as a business advisor. So initially, initially it's come back with the summary of exactly what I'm doing. I'm making an ebook, I'm making an audiobook bundle, it's giving me all the information, the niche, so it definitely knows exactly what I'm working with today. So all you need to do once you're on this page is to scroll down, and as you can see, it's letting you know that you just need to type next so that you can move over to the next section. So I'm just going to type next just like that. And for the second phase, what it's asking me to do is select the title of the ebook and audio bundle that I'm trying to build. So I'm going to go with this one over here. This one seems pretty decent. The Absolute Beginner's Guide to Invest In. So I'm just going to copy it like that, paste it in there like this, and then click on next so that it's aware. And what it's also going to do is give you a prompt for you to copy and paste into a tool called Gamma. By now you should know what it is, especially if you watched that previous video. Gamma is going to be able to build out the entire ebook word for word using the power of artificial intelligence. So as you can see, the direct link to it should be right there. So you could just copy that, go directly over to Gamma, and this is what the page is going to look like. And all you need to do is just click on generate just like that. And in NotebookLM, you just need to copy the prompt just like this, and then make sure that you selected document and A4. If you don't do that, it's not going to structure it and format it in the right way. And the good thing about Gamma is that, as you can see over here, you can select up to 75 pages. I would recommend that you add as many pages that you need to for the niche that you're working with. So if I was looking to take this serious and I was actually doing it, I would probably select around 40, 50, or even 75. But for the sake of this video, and I don't want it to be too long, I'm just going to select 10. Gamma does work really quick, but the more pages that you select, the longer it's going to take. It could take up to 15, 20, 30 minutes. So I'm just going to leave it as it is and then click on generate outline. And as you can see, it's now writing out all of the different sections that's going to go into the book. So one point that I want to clarify when it comes to making your ebook is that from this point, you can make any adjustments to it before you click on generate. So if I didn't want it to have this particular chapter, I can change it. If I want to move a particular chapter around, if I want to put this one there, I could do that. I'm going to leave it as it is, but this is where you're going to be able to make any adjustments to the structure of the book. And of course, you can select that you want each page to be detailed. This is something that I would recommend when it comes to making sure that your customers are going to get value from the book that you're making. And you can also select the color scheme as well. If I just click on view more, as you can see, there's all of these different color schemes that you can pick from, but I'm just going to leave it on this one because I believe it's suitable, and I'm going to click on generate. Okay, so as you guys can see, it's now produced the entire ebook right here. You can click into any of the pages if you want to quickly go to any of them. And there are some things that you need to do when it comes to making sure that your ebook is perfect. Number one, you need to read through it, make sure that all the information is accurate to the best of your ability. The last thing that you want to do is sell an ebook that there's mistakes in it, because you're just going to end up having unhappy customers. So read through it, make sure that you're happy with it. Also make sure that everything is formatted and is on the right page. To give you an example of what I mean, as you can see with this table right here, there's this dotted line that you should be able to see on the screen that is going to cut it off if I was to export it as a PDF. So what I would do is push everything just below the line, just like that. And this is something that you might have to do a couple times throughout the whole book, but for the most part, it seems like it's done a decent job. So once you've read through it, you've made any adjustments, you can update the images. If I just click into this, come over here to AI, I can update the image by entering in a simple prompt. Any of the text, you can also do that as well. If it says something that you're not really happy with, if I want to update this, I can use AI when it comes to changing it. I could tell it to make it a bit more formal, make it a bit more detailed. So you've got that complete flexibility. But once everything has been confirmed on your end and you're ready to start selling it and you believe all the information in it is correct, the way that you're going to export it is by coming over here to these three dots. You're going to see export right there, and you just need to export it as a PDF. All right, perfect. So my PDF has now been exported onto my laptop. And one of the first things that you're going to need to do if you are following along, just go back over to NotebookLM. You're going to click on add source. And as you can see, you've got the option to add a PDF document as a source. And the reason why I'd recommend this, if you are generating an ebook and you're looking to sell it, is because it's going to be able to know exactly what's in your book. so that it can give you the best answers as you move forward. So I'm just going to add it in there just like that. As you can see, it's now loading and it shouldn't take more than a few seconds. So yeah, that's now been added. So as I proceed with the rest of the steps, it's going to be able to understand exactly what my ebook is about. But moving on, now that I've got my ebook and I'm ready to start selling it, the next step in NotebookLM is asking me to confirm my brand name. So it's giving me some options. If I'm not happy with any of these, I can ask it for more options, but this video is just an example just to walk you through what you need to do. So the one that I'm going to go with is this brand name over here, Core Wealth Guide, but I'm not going to use .net. I'm going to use either .com or .store. This is what I'd recommend that you do anyway. So I'm just going to come over here and let it know exactly which one I've picked. I'm just going to copy that and say .store and then click on next so that we move on to the next phase. And with this next phase, it's really important because this is where we're actually going to build out the website and just build out the platform when it comes to being able to sell it to our customers. So as you can see over here, it's giving me a prompt for Hostinger's AI website builder as well as the link. And it's also giving me a prompt for Nano Banana for me to generate the main cover image. So let's start off with Hostinger's AI website builder. I'm just going to copy everything like this and I'm going to go over to this URL. I'm already logged into my account, so it's taking me directly to the AI website builder. And because you can build up to 50 different websites with the package that I've got, I'm going to be able to build a brand new website within a matter of minutes. I'm going to leave all the information for Hostinger as well as a discount code in my description down below. But let's begin. I'm just going to enter the brand name just like that. And I'm also going to enter the prompt from NotebookLM and I'm going to click on create a website. All right, so the website is being processed. And one of the next things that it's asking me to do is add my first product. So if I just click on this button right here, what I'm going to do is come over here to where it says digital product, because of course that's what we're working with. And it's going to be in this section where you need to upload the image that you're going to get from Nano Banana. So if I just go back over to NotebookLM, I'm going to get the prompt just like this. And then I'm going to go over to Google Gemini. You can find it at gemini.google.com. Now, bear in mind that any prompt that NotebookLM gives you, you can make any changes to it. For example, with this one, I'm going to update it so that Gemini knows to include the audiobook aspect of it. But whatever prompt that you decide to go with, you're just going to click on tools and then click on create images. And just like that, as you can see, the image has now been created. So I'm not saying that I would necessarily use this particular image. I think it's all right. There's some slight changes that I might make to it, but because all of this is just an example, I'm sure that you guys get the point as to how powerful Nano Banana can be, because you don't have to pay for it. If you wanted to pay a designer to do this, you probably would have went on to Upwork, paid $30, $50, and they would have taken a few days for them to do it. So I'm going to use this one because it basically illustrates what I'm selling, the ebook as well as the audiobook. So I'm just going to download it like that. Then what you need to do is just go back over to Hostinger, and the one that you're going to select is this one that says fast and easy, because with this one you're able to upload images and generate product details using AI. So I'm just going to select the ebook cover that we got from Nano Banana just like that, and what it should start doing is populating all of the information in the title, subtitle, as well as the description. Okay, so that's now been completed and everything seems to have been done in the correct way. So there's going to be some slight changes that you might need to make. So I'm just going to quickly go back over to NotebookLM and tell it that I've now completed this step. I'm just going to click on next. Okay, so with this next phase, which is phase 5, this is the monetization and pricing section. So this is where it's going to give me some options when it comes to how to price this. So as we can see, it's recommending that if I'm going to sell the ebook and audio book bundle, I should sell it for around $37. There's also some additional things that I could do when it comes to increasing my average order value. So it's recommending that I could also sell some sort of a spreadsheet as well. So we're not going to do that in today's video. We're going to stick with this pricing, but I'm going to put it at $39. But as we can see, the pricing is currently set to AUD, which is Dubai currency. So what I'm going to do is just come over here to settings, and I'm going to change the currency to the USA because that's going to be my target audience. And with Hostinger, you're going to be able to change the currency to whatever you want. There's so many different options to choose from. But yeah, if I go over to the actual website, this is what it was able to build. As you guys can see, looks pretty decent. We can see the ebook and the audiobook available right there. If I just click into it, this is what the customers are going to see when they're on the page, and from here they can now add it to their bag and they're now going to be able to check out. So literally just like that, you saw me go from not having a business up and running to having a fully fledged business that I'm going to be able to start running straight away. Now, there's one step that I did miss out by accident, which is how can you create an audiobook? So this is really important because if I just go over to this tool over here called 11 Labs, so this is something that you can sign up to for completely free. I'm going to leave the information down below. With 11 Labs, you're going to be able to use it when it comes to generating a audiobook using artificial intelligence. Because if I just log into my account quickly, as you can see, I'm now on the main page. And you've got so many different options when it comes to whatever you're trying to use AI for. Whether you're looking to dub a video, maybe sound effects, even create music, you're also going to be able to generate an audiobook as well. So if I just click into this, the way that this works is that all you need to do is upload your ebook that you got from Gamma. So you just put it in there just like that, and you're going to be able to select whatever voice you want. You know, as you can see, I've cloned my own voice. You can select any one of these different voices. There's so many different options. And all you need to do is just simply click on create project. But if you're completely new to this concept and you didn't know that you could make an entire audiobook using the power of AI, I'm going to play a short clip from the actual ebook that I was able to make from Gamma, just so that you can hear the quality, so that you can go away and decide on if you want to use your own voice with a microphone or if you wanted to use AI.
Introduction. Why investing matters for everyone. Investing isn't just for the wealthy or financially savvy. It's a fundamental tool that anyone can use to build wealth and achieve financial freedom.
So yeah guys, mind blowing. I know that you can make an ebook super quick. You can also get an audiobook made really quick as well that you don't even need to use your own voice for. So that's the process with that. But if I just go back over to the Hostinger site that I built, it is important to note that when it comes to making sure that everything is perfect on your website, you're going to be able to make any adjustments to it. You know, if I wanted to update, let's say the homepage, I could just click into it like that. As you can see, I can make any changes to the text. I can move it around. I can change this video in the back. If I didn't want it to be a video, I can click on generate image and use AI. I'm sure that you guys know everything about this part of, you know, updating a website. But when it comes to making sure that you can collect payments, this is really, really important. And it's something that a lot of people end up missing out. So if I just click on store and then click on settings and then come over here to payments, you're going to need to make sure that you connect your PayPal account as well as your Stripe account. You just need to make sure that you select where you're currently based. You don't need an actual registered company. You can be a sole trader. So if you're based in the United States, you're going to select it like that, and it's going to give you all of the different options. So there's this one over here that I'm not too familiar with. We've got PayPal, of course, Stripe, and Hostinger has made it really, really simple when it comes to doing this, because if I just click on connect, you don't need to go directly to the Stripe website for you to register. You can do everything here, and there's going to be some simple steps that you need to follow. You just need to make sure that you've got all of your documents to hand: your passport, driving license, national ID card, bank statements. You know, it's the same process as registering for a bank account. This is something that, again, not that many people think about, but it's a very important part of the whole process, because if you don't do it, you're not going to be able to receive any money. So once you've built your website, you're probably thinking, but Sam, how exactly am I going to get traffic to it? Now, it's pretty straightforward. You can do it using organic videos on Instagram, TikTok. You can also use YouTube. But if you remember from the quiz that I did, I selected that I want to use blog articles. Blog articles are great because they have a high chance of being ranked in the Google search results if you do things right. And they're also great because you can use them as a way for you to send traffic to. And then from there, people land on the website, and now you can turn them into paying customers. So if I just go back over to NotebookLM, I'm just going to say that I've completed this part of the process, and I'm going to click on next. And what it's now going to come back with is the promotional strategy and the best SEO blog articles for me to produce. So as you can see, these are all of the different titles. It's letting me know what the search intent is going to be, and just all of the information that I need to know. And when it comes to writing these blog articles, as you guys should know by now, you don't have to write it out yourself. If I just copy this title like this, and then go back over to Hostinger. I'm going to come over here to AI tools. I'm going to come over to AI blog writer. And what I'm going to do is paste the article in there like this. I'm going to say that I want it to be 800 to 1000 words, and I'm going to click on create content. And as always, as you can see, Hostinger has been able to produce the article in full, and it's ready to go on my website ASAP. So yeah, guys, if you wanted to check out Hostinger, I'm going to leave all the information as well as the ebook maker as well as the audiobook maker in my description down below. And bear in mind that when it comes to building out this business, you don't want to rely on just one traffic source. Yes, initially you want to maybe focus on one, but over time you want to make sure that you've got multiple different traffic sources, because the more traffic sources you have, the more potential revenue streams you're going to be able to build up. And if you wanted me to make another video where I break down step by step how you can use AI to help you with short form content so that you can use platforms like Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok to drive traffic to your ebook and audiobooks, just put in the comments down below, do the short form digital product video as well as your specific location, and I'll be sure to make that video ASAP. And if you also wanted to watch another YouTube video that I made not too long ago, where in this video I go through a lot of the important things that you need to know when it comes to selling a digital product in the next year, you're going to be able to watch that by clicking the link right there. Check that out straight after this, because that video has helped out so many people. It's given them so many insights, and I'm sure if you're able to watch it from start to finish, it's also going to help you out as well. But as always, guys, I'm going to catch you on the next video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.